Columbus, Ohio. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. He was talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Punt is on its way. Fields the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Running inside, it's Jackson. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing St. Clair. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Unloads it left. Complete on the left to Smith. Runs through, man. He might have space. Touchdown, Buckeye! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's buried. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's past the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Now in motion. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Firing for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Tavian on the play action. Moves to his right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Smith. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this.
Makes the catch and he's free. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Wilson. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Straight ahead, it's Berry. There's some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. The corners are walked up tight. Sends it back in motion. Right side, it's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is a really important drive for this offense. They're sitting here down 2 touchdowns and needing to put something productive together now. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Way off target there.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tavian St. Clair rushes on, trying to make something happen. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Crosses the 40. He's into the Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TV.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On the delay, it's Berry. Turning it on! They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the return, it's Berry. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Right back to the well. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on fourth down, the offense has a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levin. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run inside. It's Berry. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A shot toward the end zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. St. Clair escapes the pressure to his right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second and long here. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Tavian St. Clair. He wants to take the top off. Time to find the end zone. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The snap sets up the throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He got it. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Nittany Lions looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. That one's not even close.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Makes the catch at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Handoff, Caden Durham. They were all over it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Reels it in. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, a double pass. Snags it on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Again, it's St. Clair. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones, and you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. St. Clair. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just now on the same page with his target.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
to the air. It's Levin. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Tavian St. Clair. Flip it out to the back on the screen. At the 45 on its way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make...
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he makes the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Caden Durham again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He's got his man across the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Lets it go. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Watkins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. From the gun. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Good timing on the quick out. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Throws to the wideout. Smith with the grab over the middle. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the extra point was good. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense.
Number 96, set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Levin. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. LSU right back to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
On the play. And first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They just keep firing. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Second and long here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to go up top on second down. And that one's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose,
He's loose down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the route is on. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
Fires it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
To the air. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Looking down the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Breaks through, it's Jackson. Maybe it got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Berry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Play action on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes a handoff. It's Berry. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little...